The Secret Kingdom, Nek Chan, A Changing India and a Hidden World of Art by Barb Rosenstock, illustrated by Claire A. Nivola. On the continent of Asia, near the mighty Himalayas, in the Punjab region of long ago, sat the tiny village of Barian Kalan, the place Nek Chan Saini called home. In the village, Nek played and planted, laughed and listened as the ancient stories circled with the seasons, beginning to end and back again. In blistering summer fields, his father told of wise kings while they raised scarecrows dressed in torn kurtas and dented bucket hats. On frosty winter nights, his mother told of graceful goddesses while snuggling him in thick rajai made of scraps of fabric. During the monsoon rains, his sisters told of magical geese while collecting sticks for toy rafts. And at harvest, his brothers told of fierce jackals and chattering monkeys while picking up each fallen kernel of kanak, wasting nothing. During the festivals of Diwali and Lohri, traveling minstrels told of hidden temples and secret jungles. Season by season, Nek's head filled with stories until it overflowed. Then, on the banks of the village stream, Nek built a world of his own. He dug silt palaces and spilled waterfalls, molded clay goddesses, and planted stick kings. He found rocks shaped like jackals, monkeys, and geese, and made them pounce, scamper, or fly. At midday, his mouth watering for toasted chapatis, Nek walked past plowmen singing behind oxen and bangled women swaying to balance water jugs, all following the curving paths home. He traveled from stream to home, home to school, and back again. Year after year, he watched babies arrive and old ones pass on. Nek became a farmer, part of the ancient cycle of changing seasons and shared stories. Until the men with guns came. The Punjab split into two countries, Pakistan and India. People of all faiths had lived together for ages, but now Nek's village was in the Muslim country of Pakistan, and his Hindu family no longer belonged. The Saini family fled at night, walking for 24 days across the new border into India. Nek carried only village stories in his broken heart. In the crowded towns, no one needed another poor farmer, so Nek shoveled gravel to build roads. He found work as a government road inspector and moved to India's first modern city, Chandigarh. 26 villages were bulldozed flat to build Chandigarh, a sharp-edged city of colorless concrete. Nothing in this modern place tugged at Nek's village heart. Where were the curving paths and flowing streams? Where were the singing men? The swaying women? Where were the stories? Nek dreamed of a place to belong. At the city's northern edge, he found acres of jungle scrubland owned by the government. Though no building was permitted, Nek began settling his hidden wilderness. Battling clouds of mosquitoes and slithering cobras, he cut half an acre of dense vegetation and built a mud hut. He set up a wall of official-looking oil drums to say, "Keep out." Before work, Nek roamed the roadsides, picking up the broken pieces of village life under the modern city. He gathered chipped sinks, cracked water pots, and broken glass bangles in red, blue, and green. On his bicycle, he collected boulders from faraway riverbeds, some shaped like the people and animals he missed the most. After work, he carried these treasures into the wilderness. Until, 7 years later, the time came to build the Secret Kingdom. Filling hundreds of used burlap bags with concrete, Neck stacked bouldered terraces, mixed cement and dented metal bowls, and colored it with brick dust. He troweled on the wet paste and pressed in porcelain shards chipped from old sinks and toilets, wasting nothing. He paved curving paths, carved niched walls, and strung pebble-covered wire to make transparent screens. Fractured tiles or electric sockets formed archways, bowing to one courtyard, then another, all connected like the village he remembered. Neck saved half-dead plants from the city dump. He filled rusty barrels with water, rolled them in secret to his land, and brought the plants back to life. The secret kingdom filled with flaming bougainvillea, blushing oleander, sweet mango, and tangled pipal trees. He made skeletons from twisted bikes and rusty pipes, covering their frames in concrete, etched with the faces of goddesses and queens. Rows of bangles made rainbows of singing men, swaying women, and laughing children. He sculpted packs of jackals, troops of monkeys, and flocks of geese, beginning to end and back again. Neck found each group a place to belong, until he belonged too, king of a hidden land of stories. Neck built his kingdom over 12 acres and kept it secret for 15 years. One day, a government crew clearing jungle underbrush stumbled onto Neck's land. They reported his illegal building to the police. Everyone in Chandigarh learned his secret. Officials were outraged. Neck Chand Saini should lose his job. His kingdom would be destroyed. Until the people of Chandigarh came. Curious, they entered this magical world created by a humble road inspector. By hundreds, city people roamed sculptured walkways, ducked through arches, laughed, and told village stories, beginning to end and back again. The people saved the secret kingdom. They gave money and tools. They collected scrap to recycle. They convinced officials to honor Neck Chand as an artist and let him stay in the place he belonged. Neck Chand built and built and built until he created As long as he lived, Neck never stopped building. Year after year, officials plot to destroy the kingdom for new parking lots or roads. Season after season, people in India and all over the world resist. For Neck Chand's secret kingdom tells the stories of all people need to hear. Stories of coming home. Neck Chand Saini. And that is the story. The Secret Kingdom by Barb Rosenstock.